Yeah, I know. It's early. Kay, what are you doing up so early? Why are you doing the video shit at this early? Ain't no drones out, Kay. Ain't no drones. I know, but look, I gotta share some with y'all, my people, of my wonderful people out there that, you know what I'm saying, make me feel as if I'm not so alone in this world. As to be expected, after saving this company damn near probably like $500,000, and I had some videos that I had shot while I was there of the company, but more so like just the shady shit they was on. Like, do I just pay for a hotel, right, for the week? On Friday, these bitch motherfuckers had me work last night until 8 p.m. from 6 a.m. And any other time I've done that, I'm in the office, right? So I knew something was up yesterday. That bitch tell me to come to the office at 8 a.m. this morning. I made him wait, of course. You know, fuck him. You want to fire me, you're going to have to get him in. So I had to put my phone on record also so I could record a conversation. And I'm going to listen to that. But one thing I remember was saying, hey, that application, all the paperwork I gave you for my reciprocity license, where's that? And she's like, what do you mean? I'm like, well, I turned that in like 2 months ago, and I spent a lot of time doing that, Jennifer. And, let me tell you something about Jennifer. She's a bitch. And I don't even call females I don't like a bitch, because that's just a terrible word. Like, that word makes my heart pump, like makes me fucking like bug up. But that lady was a straight bitch. And I don't know how I feel at the moment. Like, I have a few things that I might could do. You know, everyone get them feelings when they get fucking unjustly terminated. Cause see, I signed a 6-month contract to come out here, and probably lost like any type of chance at having like a family type life or whatever. I always sacrifice a lot for these jobs, you know what I mean? Like, I don't think nobody really take that into consideration, especially if you're somebody who do this shit. Like, what can I say? Like, I'm 41 years old. In my entire career, I've had like 5 or 6 girlfriends, right? Like, each one be about 2, 3, 4 years, something like that. But like, and it always hurts getting over them. But this one, the last one, claimed it was because I was gone, right? Which I don't really buy that, but like, that's cool, whatever. Find a new motherfucker, that's cool. I don't know what to say. But that last video I uploaded of that beautiful little girl, like, that was like the best type of like feeling, joy I felt in my entire heart. Like, it was like unlike any type of like joy I ain't never felt before. And I suppose that's like been the hardest part about whatever. Like, I go to bed at night, and like, it's the last thing on my mind when I fall asleep, and the first thing on my mind when I wake up, and it's what it is. And one day, maybe, God gonna light my path like he always do, and like, you know what, in that world, you can't make people like you, love you, see you how you are, etc., etc. But let me tell you, it don't make no difference. That shit still fucking hurts. That little baby, that little girl, I knew her from before she could walk, or before she could talk. Had her potty trained, like, within like 5 days. And like, aside from my cat, who's now dead from coming out to this piece of shit state, like, that's pretty much dead. So like, I guess you could say that, like, at this point in my life, I ain't finna complain or look for no type of sympathy shit, I just want to share with y'all my struggle. You know, like my struggle to be a good individual, be a good God-fearing human being, a good man, a good whatever, you know, like genuinely like give a fuck about people, and like sometimes they don't know, and that's okay. Like, you know, like when I was coming up, the world went off like numbers in a sense, like, oh, you're this old, you're that old, so like being with this person or that. It ain't never been about age. Granted, when you're younger, sure, but like I do believe that like it's your maturity. It's like there are what's called old souls. I can see it in their eyes. Just like a lot of y'all, how y'all can feel somebody energy before you even before you even like say a word to them. You know if that's somebody kind or not. Like I remember on like the third night here, right after my cat died, I was in some old lady arms just bawling, and like I knew to like for whatever reason, like this is the last time anyone touched me in my life, like physically, like with a hug, you know, like it was like a 60-year-old woman who I saw in her eyes. I saw this pain that I've seen before, and it's the pain of losing your child. And like I knew she had lost a son, and she went on and on to tell me about it, and not right away though, you know what I'm saying? She kind of wanted to like, I guess, make sure I wasn't a goofy, and like when she seen I was bawling and the shit was genuine, and like how bad that shit hurt my heart, like I guess I never say that, like I couldn't say that I would like, I wouldn't describe myself as being like sensitive, but then again I guess I might be, because certain things do affect me, like getting fired or getting let go, like that shit was bound to happen. That shit don't bother me. What bothered me is the way they did it, but I ain't finna cry about that, you know what I mean? I ain't sat down for about 4 or 5 years of my life, you know, when can I take a shit, when can I do this, like when do we eat, like all that shit. Like I didn't cry none of them days, you know. I just worked on my mental and got my mind right, you know. Like sometimes for some of us, sitting down for a year or 2 or 3 or 4 really gives you like the ability to gain a perspective most wouldn't ever have the opportunity to do, and then to make something out of it instead of cry about your time, like to make yourself a stronger human being mentally and all that shit. Like that's something that can happen from them type of situations. But not trying to get off course, I'm just trying to speak to y'all. So like if you with me, you with me. If not, like whatever. But like I just kind of want to get some things off my chest, because it's been a long time since I spoke to y'all and really spoke to y'all, like showing you drones and shit, cool. But like I want to tell you a little something about like just me, I guess, like about the person that get followed by the drones, about the person that, you know, spend his life in fucking hotels, the person that cry over losing a cat, the person that spend his nights off work or his time away from work riding around with a bag of Meow Mix, like feeding fucking stray cats because I have nothing else to do and no one else to care about. Like the shit like is what it is. But like about 2 years ago, I went back to Chicago, and that's where I'm from, but I went back to Chicago to go visit like my old man, and he had cancer for a hot minute. I remember back when the corona shit was going on, that man told me that I must be in the hood because they serving out here. You know? But anyways, and see, that's the thing, like, old habits, what do they say, die hard or whatever? I ain't even interested. Like, don't nothing in this world hurt me to ever make me want to, like numb my pain anymore. I just don't want to do it. I refuse to. That's not who I am. Not anymore. Like there was a time when I was like that, and like, you know what? At least I'm still here, and at least I got the motherfucking the balls to admit this shit. Like, you know, like not all of us had perfect lives. However, continuing with the bullshit, right? So a lot of y'all know I just came from Washington on the West Coast, and it was the best job I've ever had. And the people out there was lovely, and you know, it was a wonderful place. It was where I shared like my last good memories of me and my baby boy, like my cat. Like it was in Washington. After I finished doing like 12 weeks, 7 days a week, 12 hours a day, 84 hours a week type shit. Soon as I finished, I slept for an entire week. And I even remember like the police came to my door one day because my most recent opposite sex friend, I think cared about me maybe at the time, I don't know, but she called to have like a wellness check on me because, you know, sometimes I can do that. I'll work a lot and I'll sleep like 3-4 days, and like, so I think it might have came from a place of like caring, like legit, but like I had got my window broken out. A lot of y'all know that. And I had to fix the shit. A lot of y'all know that. I did everything. I fixed it. And then soon as I left Washington in a hurry to drive through that bullshit fog, about the time that JW put me on his channel or whatever with the drones, and I was sick in bed. That's about the time that like I got the call for this job right here. But like I was staying in a hotel in Minnesota just like hoping that, like, you know, my ex-girlfriend, whatever you want to call her at this point, like would want me to come by, and it never happened. And like again, it's been like death by 1,000 cuts, I suppose. The other day, and I don't mean to really get off on it, but I just gotta get it out because like the shit would eat me alive. So like the other day I wake up and like I think you all know the feeling of like when you care about somebody, you can't just turn it on and off. And like, so the other day I get like one of them weird, 1 a.m. messages, and it's like a link to a song. And I'm like, don't open it, Kay. Don't open it because it's going to be bad. I didn't open it. But I opened it last night or something, the night before. And it's some fucking faggot-ass country song talking about, like, basically, like, you're a loser. You're a loser. Some people say it wasn't a waste of time and call memories, but I blah blah blah, like spit on your grave and fucking shit on your face, like just some evil ass type shit. Like if I ever find out who sings that shit, like I told old girl, I'm gonna beat the dog shit out of that dude for making such a fucking faggot ass song, bitch. That's another person. If I love to see him, I'd knock his motherfucking teeth out. And that's just for writing that faggot ass shit. And that's what I'm saying. So like it all kind of comes together. Like it's forces of good and forces of not good, and they're good or not for you as an individual. Like basically, like this place I was working at, I'm absolutely miserable. I'm glad I don't work there anymore. But at the same token, like, what did I just sacrifice for an 11-week contract? And granted, since then I've had 2 calls and I've gotten tapped in with like 2 different other agencies. And what I do for a living is kind of one of them things that don't nobody really do. So I have a niche in the world which will always keep me like employed. And right now I could probably get unemployment, which wouldn't be bad. But that's not the type of life I'm trying to live. And I can't tell you what type of life I want to live right now, because like I feel like I just smashed the wall at 1,000,000 miles an hour. When I meant to say, when I was in Chicago, the thing I was trying to say with my old man, he'd been sick for a while, right? And I went out there after his last thing of chemo, and basically it was almost like, you know, get the fuck out of my house, kid. And it was like, you know, I just left like what would potentially be like my family was, to go see this man and have him like tell me to leave. Like, it was whatever. So basically, like, that was, I want to say 2023 summer maybe. I haven't spoke to him since. His wife, my stepmother, I do keep in contact with. Then you have my mother, who lives with my stepfather, who's also another goofy, and maybe part of the reason how I got inducted into this Hall of Fame program shit with his fed, like, cause he worked for the feds, but he was like, what was he? He was like a FDA, so he thought he was some shit, like, but anyways, he didn't do nothing but make me out to be like a criminal at the age of 13, and which probably helped push me off in that direction. Though I never harmed anybody or anyone without reason, I suppose, but like never in my life have I been a malicious person. My heart just don't work like that. Like, I knew I was finna get fired today. I could have fucked that place up for the next people to come in, but guess what? I didn't, because like, for what? Like, it is what it is. Motherfuckers didn't want me. Like, I've been getting rejected left and right. Like, I can't tell you how bad it hurts when, like, at one point the only person I had to confide in was my old man, and that door closed. Then again, when I came back from Washington, I found myself like kicked out of old girl crib. I don't know why. You know, I probably, you know, like, I could speculate, and that's what fucks with me, is when I try to figure out like what happened type shit. But like, it don't matter. And the saddest thing is, like, being like a man who fall in love with not only the girl but the child, and neither one of them are yours. That shit hurts. It's like being like a kid and having some shit taken away that you love. And like, I was planning on, you know, I wanted to go out there. Fuck my wheel. I wanted to go out there, you know, and go spend some time with that kid before I start a new job, because again, like, the joys that I've felt in life from her are like when I was like 17, 19, 22 on fish tour with all the guys that like wanted like a expensive ass hotel in Vegas or fucking Steamboat, Colorado, wherever the fuck we were at, you know, doing whatever. We're always doing it. And like, ever since I stopped doing that shit, like living like the tour life and the hippie life and fucking like having like 1 million friends everywhere, because that shit goes fast. Ever since all that shit ended, I have not really found any joy in this world. And I feel like the only joy I had, but maybe it didn't seem like it, was like being like a positive man in this little girl's life, like, because her dad ain't shit, and God knows who the next boyfriend will be, but like, I built the bond with that child, and like, probably the only person that say they love me on the phone. I swear to God. I mean, if that's not sad, I don't know what is. But like, again, I must have done something. It is what it is. But so anyways, back to like the whole situation. Like now I find myself like, you know, obviously I'm a little caked up. I got a little paper right now. I can definitely get like that little $800 a week on the unemployment side, $600 a week. And like I'm waiting for a call from the company I work for, because they're gonna owe me a job within 3 weeks. And it's like, I wouldn't even take that motherfucker if I had an opportunity to like get the things in life I like actually bring me joy. But like, since that's not going to be an option, again, you can only try in life. You can't make the world see things how you see it. I'm so blessed that there's so many people that fought with me on this channel that appreciate the way I see things, because they see them similarly. And it's some of the messages and comments I get that like really do like ease my soul, because I really be torn inside right now as I like am stuck in fucking Maryland in a shitty, like, you know, another thing is they could have told me I wouldn't have bought a fucking week hotel. Like I wouldn't have spent money on an entire week out here. Like, what fucking kind of shit is that? Like, but like, again, like, it's just another, at least this was a business thing, and like, it's like, you're useful until we don't need you, and that's cool. But it just seems like so many things in life recently, I was good until I wasn't needed. So like, for whatever reason, I just want to let y'all know that, like, I promise y'all, like I promised myself, like I used to promise my baby boy, my cat, like, I literally used to tell that motherfucker in the hardest of times, don't worry, baby boy, daddy got you, daddy got this, you know what I'm saying? Like, I used to make sure that he knew that, like, even though he didn't know, there were a couple times where, like, I was damn near evicted or this or that, like, and every time the good Lord pulled through for me with something. And I've had to do a lot of shit to, like, show him I was up for the task. I was up for the challenge. Up until, like, 3-4 years ago, I didn't even have a driver's license. I had to drive the whole first year of this contract shit. I spent it all, like, driving illegally to a job to then buy my license back. So, like, right now I'm legal on the road, and that's one of the biggest, like, things I've ever accomplished. And fuck, I remember even like a couple 2-3 weeks before I got my license back, I'm driving with no license, knowing it's like a matter of a week or two, but I could not stay away from, like, not only that child but the mama too. And I was taking, like, at that time, basically penitentiary chances just to be around them. And it made me wonder sometimes, like, if she wasn't involved somehow, like, in the fucking of my life. You see what I'm saying? Like, why else, like, do somebody come out the blue, be so nice, be like everything, like, and then just, like, switch? And it's not just bipolarism, you know what I mean? It's like, what was it? Was it like you got your check from them feds or something? Like, did you do your job? Like, did you fucking, you know, put a hurting on that kid? Like, congratulations. Now, you know, like, here's whatever. I don't know. It's just fucking, like, I still have love. I do not love, but I still have love for damn near every female I ever been with, because like none of it was wasted time. Everything was like an experience. And here's the rock I was talking about. I'm gonna take y'all to right now. I just want to show y'all what I do on a day when I get fired and I need to do some thinking. Look, yeah, this is where I'm going. I just been cruising, but I'm gonna take y'all to the rock. But a man needs to do a little thinking. You know, if I could shed a tear, I would. But not today. Now check this out though, real quick. Where a motherfucker gonna wanna go when shit hit the fan? What? Ready? Look at this. Right when I pass this tree, there it is. Look at that. Ain't that some shit? Hey, in case y'all need some hot survival skills, like I know where to spot. I'm gonna lock it in on GPS, because this is the rock right here. Now, if you're still with me and still listening, appreciate it, because I'm just gonna ramble for a hot minute and then try to upload this for the next 3 days. The good thing is I'll be out of this forsaken fucking area. Now watch this. This is how you pull up to the rock. See, like, watch. Oh shit, I don't want to like, but you see them rock piles? Yeah, that's where a motherfucker go to smoke his spliff and get right with himself. This is there's hella shotgun shells too on the floor, so like out here, and all sorts of casings. So like I know people let them off right here, but I ain't bothering nobody. And I wish a motherfucker would at this point. Send me to my maker, because Lord knows. I try. Okay, anyways, let me get back to my point here. My point is that like I just want to be watch, I'm gonna put the headphones in. Kind of want to be like a beacon. Hang on. Alright, let's see. I kind of want to be like a beacon of light for any of you that... Oh, shit. Hang on. Let me make sure I got my Bluetooth. Okay. I don't know if you want to call it a beacon of light or just someone who's going through it all the time. But I just kind of want to let y'all know, like, it's not ever easy, this life, but I know for a fact quitting is not an option. It never was, it never has been, it never will be. Not for me. I just can't do it. I ain't came through too much to allow anything to take me out my motherfucking body, because I know for a fact at this point in my life I have not survived all the shit I've survived. I've not been brought back to life to not live. Excuse me. I've never realized, I've realized, but I've never really, I don't know how to put it, like, check this out. Never taken it for granted, the fact that I have my life, that I have my wits about me, that I have my sobriety, that I have my view of the lake, I suppose. This is the rock, for any of y'all that wanted to know. I do actually have a fishing pole in the car, but my luck, I'd probably catch a fucking shark or something. Is that the tide? No, that's just something else. Anyways, just back on me. I know that was a little bit of rambling. I'm just trying to get my trying to prioritize my thoughts, I suppose. Just look at what a beautiful. Like there really is like just beauty everywhere. Even in the most painful of times. You just have to get outside the fucking bullshit. I just spent what, like 11 or 12 of the most toxic weeks of my life at a company that did not appreciate shit about me. And that's alright. You know, like a mercenary soldier or something, I suppose. Look how clear this water is. Hang on. But yeah, no, it's hang on. I'm sorry. Just look at the beauty though. Trying to get my my mental proper right now. And real quick, to the person who I put the video of Shorty up on, if you want me to take it down, I will. But this channel is about my life, and that child is a part of my life and has been and will, like, I don't know if it will, she will be, but like, that's why I put that up there. Because amongst all the bad, we gotta keep remembrance of the reason why, like, we do things in life, I suppose. And it's like, let my suffering not be for naught or something like that. Like, if I could take the pain of the whole world, I would, but I feel like I've already got half of it. And that's like, you know, coming from somebody who probably got no business saying something like that. Because I don't have the pain of the world. I have freedom. I'm not on any type of papers. I'm not on any type of court list. I have, when I apply for jobs, I don't have to click felony boxes. Got a legit license. You know, my mother, she's still alive. Though she's fucking interesting. She loves me the best she can, I suppose. But she's not like me. Doesn't understand me. You know, and it's hard because, like, when you're somebody like me, you don't let many people in. And when you do, it's like very cautiously. And I can say for a fact, all of duckies out there, all of my what you call it's like all of my recent, like, not even recent, the past 15 years, all my relationships in the past 15 years weren't just like, you know, like I met somebody one night and like we hung out. Like, I got to know people for like a good month or two, like before, like, even, like, you know, taking it to that next move or next level or whatever. Like, because just how I appreciate a female who doesn't, like, you know, like, jump out her clothes type shit the first night or two, because then, you know, like, hey, whatever, this probably a regular thing, and God bless if they want. You know, I ain't here to judge, but I'm just saying, like, me personally, I really just, like, you know, like, I need mental stimulation first and foremost from, like, a woman, and I need them to, like, make me want to better myself, or at least, like, push me to better myself, I suppose. Are these oysters or clams or some shit? And I guess I haven't needed anybody to do that for me, because I've been doing it on my own. And I guess, like, that's really what I think I might be getting at right now in all this rambling. Like, y'all could do it on your own if I could do it on my own. I promise you one thing for sure, like the easiest thing for me to do right now would be like the least productive, the least beneficial, the least long-term fucking win. I just want to show you all the picture of the rocks and all that. Just like they say, like taking the short way ain't always the fast way. You know, like I learned a long time ago, and my best friend mother told me this, and she's one of them people who I consider to be like, she damn near like has hit the point of enlightenment. You know, like she's so in tune with this world. But she told me a long time ago, anything that you didn't earn through hard work, like it say that like you will not keep it. But Jesus say, God say, the Bible say, what how you want to say, like anything you've earned through hard work, you'll always have. And like as far as material shit, like yeah, I can damn near say that anything that I've earned and paid for, like out of like my own personal like sweat, you know, rough days, I still have all that shit, and if I don't have it, I know where it's at. Do you have no idea how much shit I have lost that I got the easy way? Because you just don't care about it. When it's gone, it's gone. And nothing was easy about any of the relationships I've had. With jobs, with friends, with females, and for the first time with a child. Like I had to learn, like I had to learn it's not about me. Like it's like really just about seeing that child like smile and shit. It's about the shit that like you get no reward for. Those are the things in life that are worth doing the most, I feel like. And again, like I hate to like keep harping on some shit, but just because like I need to speak this shit because it's really eating me up inside, honestly. And like if I don't say it, it's going to continue to eat me up, okay? So like basically like the fact that like I don't think I've ever shared this with y'all, so I'm gonna share something with y'all real quick. When I was, I want to say, when I was about like 19, 20, 21, something like that, I was up in the world, right? Like, and I was getting it the wrong way, okay? So like, let's just put it like that. But like at the same time, this continued for a while. I never worked a regular job until I was 27, 28. And that's because I was like on like a work program from the penitentiary. So whatever. Okay, but like what I was trying to say is that fuck ever since I started working, right? Ever since I started doing things the right way, there was no more like joy and oh yeah. I'm sorry. And I'm not the type to edit, so I'm sorry for the lost a minute in your life. But what I was gonna say about me, when I was 19 or 20, I had a girlfriend who was like 27, right? And this is where I got distracted. I was up in the world, probably like I was six figures type shit, right? Like I had a good little thing going for me in Chicago, which eventually I did pay for. But like the point is, when I was 20-ish, I had a 27, 28-year-old girlfriend, and This is why, to this day, I believe I don't have a child, because what happened was that girl, when you're 20 and somebody's 27, that does make a fucking difference. Especially like me, I was green to like getting like high, right? Like it wasn't something I did. I smoked a lot of herb, I party every now and then if I be drinking, but like I never got high on no bullshit, right? Well, I met this bitch. I don't mean to say that in that way. I apologize. I met this girl, but she did turn out to be like that. She left me in jail. Anyways, I met this girl who showed me what getting high really was, and showed me like my way around the west side of Chicago. So like basically like, take it for what it is. But again, like I'm still here today because I'm stronger than that shit ever was. And she's not here. A lot of people aren't here. I can't think of many that are, if any. So my point is this, like the whole point of the story of this particular excerpt is that this girl, her name is Jessica, and she met me at my house after a party after being at a bar. There goes my project manager. I'm not answering right now because I'm making this film for y'all. I'm gonna have to call him back. Anyways, basically, I got away from her, and she caught me one day and say that I got her pregnant, right? So don't you know I'm so excited that I take her back, right? I take her back and end up getting her pregnant. I think y'all heard a story. Not this one, but similar. End up getting her pregnant, right? And again, I'm like 20, something like this point. Now, 21 maybe because I'm going to the bars. But like, she was shooting up and smoking crack. Just to throw it out there. While I knew she was pregnant, like with my kid, like, and it's the one time I ever like physically like went out my body on a female, like, and I not hit her like that. Like I'm sorry, I slapped the shit out of her. Like, what the fuck? Like, what the fuck? Like, what? Like, and you've been getting high this whole time? That's crazy. So long story short, she had an abortion. And like, I know for a fact that's why I've been punished. That's why I don't have my own children, my own child, whatever. I don't have a child because I allowed one to not even make it out the womb. Like, and it's forever fucking, like, scarred me. It's forever fucking hurt. Like, I promise, like, imagine fucking, like, the feeling of, like, knowing that you've been stripped of your God-given ability to, like, procreate and, like, have, like, wake up and, like, see a reflection of you in your face. And, like, I think that's what's killing me the most about this whole situation is that, like, though I didn't see my eyes in that little girl eyes, I saw the same, like, love that, like, I think a parent would see. And I made sure she knew I wasn't her daddy, But I also made sure she knew I loved her, because I do. And, I'm pretty much going to leave it right here just because, like, my day's been pretty fucked up right now. I knew it was coming, but again, like, when it hits, it hits. Like, now I gotta start, like, crunching numbers and seeing, like, financially where I'm at in the world. Like, oh, fuck. Do I need to do unemployment? Like, but, like, the main thing is, like, there's nothing in the world I want more than, like, to feel that, like, that mutual joy, that mutual love, like, with that, like, I share with his child. And, like, the fact it's gone really got me out here thinking. It's got me on the rock. I mean, so this isn't a don't do what I did speech at all. This is just like, just want y'all to know, like, the pain I carry with me everywhere. Just want you to know, like, that pain that y'all feel, I feel it all the time. And it fucking hurts. And it makes it hard to smile. And it makes it hard to be, like, any type of, like, happy ever. And then when you do find that one little glimmer of hope that make you, like, feel that joy that you ain't felt in fucking 10 years, to have it gone because it wasn't yours to start with, just like I was saying, like Jesus say in a Bible type thing. My homie Ma told me, like, I didn't make that child. The one I made, I allowed some fucking crackhead to kill. And if she didn't kill it at the abortion place because she say, like, she didn't, then she'd, like, overdose. It's just, what a piece of shit, you know, like, and what a piece of shit I was at the time. But, like, people can change, but you can't change the things you've done. And, like, I guess I'm copping to, like, a real big one right now to, like, all my fucking, like, legit, like, internet friends, I suppose, because it's only you that are listening. Only you. Like, there's not anyone who doesn't give a shit about me that listens to this. I know that for a fact. Which is kind of why it took that long for me to drop that information. So I just want y'all to know that, like, you know. And I know, like, repenting or whatever, like, that's not my style. You could ask Joanne. I don't know anything about, like, verses of the Bible. I've read the Bible back and forth, like, 5 times, probably. I only know a couple verses by heart type thing. I know a couple, like, books and chapters. Erin, she really good with that. Like, a lot of y'all, like, really great with that. And, like, I wish I could be. But, like, my mind isn't made like that. My character isn't like that. Like, my mind accepts all that. My mind appreciates it all. My mind considers it all. And my mind values it all. But not for a second am I able to, like, decode, remember. Like, those are not my skills in life. My skills are more like, you know, just different. And that's the thing, we're all a little bit unique, right? So, like, at least I can tell you, like, what I can't do, on top of, like, not having my own personal little me that, you know, I don't know. I had a friend who I did a little bit of, like, you know, sitting down with. We sat down together for about probably like a year and a half, and I fucked with him, like, when we got back out. And, like, he had his son named E, my big homie named T. He a good solid, like, dude. Like, you know, he, like, that man had already been gone 20 years for some shit he did when he was 20. So, like, by the time I catch up with a man, he's, like, probably, like, about 5 years, 6 years older than me. So really, he's just starting his life out, you know, like, when we both left. And, like, again, we stayed in touch. We did a lot of shit together and shit, like. But I used to envy the fuck out that man, because, like, his boy, everywhere my homie went, he didn't work a job, not like that type, you know, like, he had, like, he does, like, some, like, what does he do, like, buy storages and shit. But the man's just, like, you know, like, a natural, like, fucking, like, he's tapped in with people, like, you know, man, definitely a part part of like the neighborhood type thing, like, so like, and that shit that I'm not really, I wasn't forced into that type of life, so I never saw the point. So like, and as you see, I get in trouble on my own. But I guess my point is like, seeing how this dude was with his child made me so like, again, not envious, jealous, none of that, but like, it just made me like so proud to like know this dude, and like, it made me want to be like, one day with my child 24 hours a day, like, and have it grow up the right way. And like just the way that man did that with his son. Like, now his son's like 6 or 7, right? And like, dude don't really remember me, but like the first 3-4 years of his life, and I was kind of gone for like uh last couple years because I've been working and shit. So like, when I slide back through Chicago, like, I'll see my homie, I'll stop by and shit, go smoke or something, chill for a minute, and then like leave. But like, basically, like, what he has now, he's got a baby daughter too. She like 3, and like, his girl, she's about like 10 years younger than him. But like, just watched her like be like a completely different person from afar, like, over 5 years. Like, the first like year or two they were together, like, had a baby, like, bro, she was out there like all the time, like, drinking, and like, my homie lock her out and shit. Like, bro, he wasn't playing, but he always had that fucking kid. He always had his boy eat, like, never once did he let that motherfucker be in like no type. And like, that was all that mattered to him. And like, he always let his old lady back, He ain't beat her, nothing like that. Like, even though like that's a part of like that part of the world, like, or that neighborhood, whatever, like, they get on like that. But like, he ain't ever, long story short, like, when I ain't see her for a couple years, and like, I seen her now with her second baby, and she just so much more like in tune. And my boy just the same, He doing the same shit. Like, he has his little hustle, and then at the same time, while he got his little hustle, like, he takes care of his son. But now more so, like, you see his girl Melissa. You see her. She like, sorry. She is with the baby girl. It's just, man, it's a beautiful thing to watch, like, a family come together, especially them type of people. You know what I'm saying? My homie, he's like mistook for Latin, but he's like an American Indian type cat, right? But like, Latin gang, whatever type shit. But like, same, like, his girl from the hood, and just like two people who got their shit together, and like, it's inspirational because he did it. That man did it after going to TAMS. And if you're from Illinois, look at this weird ass son. If you're from Illinois and you've ever been, look like it got rings, right? If you're from Illinois and you've ever been in that type of situation, you know what TAMS is. But TAMS is like, it was the super max. It was basically like what they have in Florence, Colorado, ADX, where they send all like Timothy McVeigh and fucking the Chief, shit like that. Like, anyone with a name, like, you gotta be doing like the jersey to go there. But my boy, he did 3 years hooking like in Seg and Tams. So like, that man had been through a lot, and like, talk about bouncing back. So like, look at the weird ass shape of that. He tweaking. That's crazy. Bottom line, man, I just want to share this story with y'all because it's like the first time I've really spoke to y'all, and like, look how big that motherfucker got too. Ow, it hurts. It's the first time I kind of spoke with you about anything like of relevance, like with me at least, like, and I hope y'all like can appreciate the fact that I'm just really trying to let y'all know that like as fucked up as it gets and as weird as it gets and as bad as it gets, like there's so many of us that are going through it. There really are. There's so many of us that are going through it that like in different forms, fashions, whatever. And I truly believe that like my pain or my testimony right now, sorry, I'm cleaning the lens. My testimony might could help somebody, you know, or maybe somebody can help me. Like, I don't know, but like, you know, like we get stronger and stronger the more we go through. And every test, you know, like I've never been one of them people that ever say like, well, everything happens for a reason. Even the sun having two. Like that's just so weird. But like everything happens for a reason. No, it don't. But like what the hell? See that green thing at the bottom? Like that's really weird. I don't know if that's a reflection of the sun, but like maybe I'm finna get blasted. I don't know. Anyways, I really appreciate y'all. And I got a little personal there just because I wanted to kind of give y'all like an idea of where I'm at like mentally right now, because I really haven't spoke on anything. But just know, because you heard this today, one day you're gonna hear something extremely uplifting and positive, because like that's the faith I have in the turnaround. Because I promise you, I'm doing nothing but good in this world. That's all I ever try to do. Whether it's not like received by the world is what like it doesn't matter. In my heart I know what's right is right. I know my shit's pure too. So like God he gonna like light my way, light my path. Unfortunately nobody ever wins. It really don't, you know. Nobody ever wins in this life. We just keep playing the game, so do all you can do, man. With that, like in that weird ass sun, I wonder if it didn't fry my camera. Let's look from like this way real quick. I'm sorry, I just got out of work, but like, you know, it was cool. Not really, like honestly, like not like one for like, you know, saying much, but like, dude, look, like I got like super skinny out here, like you can't even like. I lost. I literally hold up. I can't even show you. I literally lost like fucking like 30 pounds out here. Like from the bottom, like it got small as hell because there ain't been no food. My head looked weird. My tank top's hanging off me crazy. So like yeah, no, it's time for me to go. It's time for me to go. So like, thanks for coming to the rock with me. Thanks for listening to me. I hope if I said anything that like, you know, helped you to understand me, that like our connection only be stronger, like however that works, you know. I'm feeling like, oh, I gotta make a whole nother video about some superpowers I think motherfuckers might have, but that's a whole nother thing. I just want to come out here and speak my heart after like losing another job, because like I've taken like 20 losses in a row. I'm yet to see a W, but I'm still here. So don't y'all never fade on me either. Y'all tell me don't fade, I'm never fading. Don't y'all fade. Like they say, God is good, baby. We gonna be alright. We gonna be alright. Ain't nothing but a thing. Much love, y'all. KBL.